The Madras Presidency was an administrative subdivision of British India. This administrative subdivision included the present-day Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, some parts of Odisha, Kerala, Karnataka, and the Lakshadweep. After independence, the Madras Presidency became the Madras state. That due to the linguistically based reorganization of Indian states on November 1, 1956, a new separate state for Tamils was created that was formerly known as the Madras state. Later the name of Madras state was renamed as Tamil Nadu after the great political struggle of Tamil people. In the early 20th century, along with the national consciousness, the linguistic regional consciousness also emerged in the different parts of India due to the influence of the vernacular press and regional political associations. The Indian nation, imagined by the Indian National Congress, a leading body of nationalist movement, contains several problems. One of the problems was it gave the honored position of national language to Hindi. This created the way for the emergence of Tamil linguistic subnationalism in the second decade of the 20th century. It witnessed the emergence of the non-Brahmin movement as a complex issue that included caste conflict, linguistic nationalism, and class struggle. T. Madhavan, Tyagaraja, and other non-Brahmin leaders formed the South Indian Liberal Federation. Later it was popularly known as the Justice Party. Justice Party was had contested in the provincial elections of Madras at 1920, and it emerged victoriously and formed the government. From 1920 to 1937, it formed 4 out of the 5 ministries. Finally, it lost to the Congress in the 1937 election. It never recovered. Later emerged the leadership of Periyar E.V. Ramaswamy and his self-respect movement. These movements created great influence in the Tamil people's cultural and political life. The consciousness of Tamil nationalism emerged in South India due to the impact of these movements. The idea of Dravida Nadu. The Indian National Congress strengthened its organization in Tamil country through the civil disobedience movement. In 1937, Congress won the Madras Legislative Assembly election and Rajaji became the chief minister. After that, he prioritized and implemented two public policies. First one was abolishing untouchability. Second one was adopting Hindi as national language. Rajaji announcement that Hindi should be a compulsory subject in schools was perceived as an insult to the non-Brahmins' pride as Dravidians, Tamilians. E.V.R. Periyar and other self-respect movement members organized marches and massive anti-Hindi conferences. Tamil scholars like Maraimalai Adigal, Thiruvi Kalyansundaram and others convened a lot of public meetings and created awareness among the people about the imposition of Hindi. E.V.R. Periyar extended his wholehearted support to this agitation. He raised even a slogan, Tamil Nadu Tamilarke, Tamil State for Tamils. He organized the Dravida Nadu Conference in 1939 and demanded the separate independent Dravida Nadu. A consequence of his protest was the demand for the separate state for the non-Brahmin people, which also included Tamils, Telugus, Kannadigas and Malayalis. In 1944, E.V. Ramaswamy reorganized the Justice Party into Dravida Kalagam in the Salem Conference in order to streamline the voice of the Tamils upon the social cause and for the upliftment of the Tamils. Periar's Salem Conference was noted for its military and mass-arousing spirit. Now the object of the Dravidar Kalagam was to proclaim a sovereign independent Dravidian republic which would be federal in nature with 4 units corresponding to the linguistic divisions, each having residuary powers and autonomy of internal administration. However, the struggle for Dravid Nadu could not get the support outside the Tamil-speaking territory. The idea of the state of Dakshina Pradesh. Rajaji initiated the creation of a new concept of political state in South India. This initiation was counter the Dravida movement. Dakshina Pradesh means the amalgamation of Tamil Nadu and Kerala. He spread his ideology through his followers like C. Subramaniam, Bhaktavatsalan, and some others. Rajaji's political idea was vehemently opposed by most of the political parties of South India. Srikantan of the Revolutionary Socialist Party, Achyutam Menon of Cochin Communist Party, and A.K. Gopalan, leader of the Travancore Communist Party, strongly opposed the idea of the state of Dakshina Pradesh. E.V. Ramasamy wrote an editorial column in the press Vidudalai and requested all Tamils to send telegrams against the formation of Dakshina Pradesh to the Chief Minister of Madras government. Meanwhile, the people of Karnataka also opposed the concept of Rajaji, particularly Sardar Saranas Gowda of Karnataka's People Party. However, Rajaji and his supporters once again raised the concept of Dakshina Pradesh at Amritsar Congress Conference in 1956. There, the K.K. Kamaraj, Chief Minister of Madras State, reflected people's resistance and stood against Dakshina Pradesh. He opposed the Dakshina Pradesh concept in all the public meetings, and it has aroused a great spirit among the Tamils who were ready to fight against the concept of Dakshina Pradesh. The demand of states on linguistic basis was developed even before the independence of India under the British rule. After independence, the first 10 years of nation building between 1947 and 1956 saw the issue play a divisive role again and prompted the formation of two major policy directions. One was the official language policy and the other the reorganization of states, that is federal restructuring. The reorganization of the states on the basis of language, a major aspect of national consolidation and integration, came to the force almost immediately after independence. The boundaries of provinces in pre-1947 India had been drawn in an opposite manner as the British conquest of India had proceeded. For nearly 100 years, no heed was paid to linguistic or cultural cohesion, so most of the provinces were multilingual, multicultural. The case for linguistic states as administrative units was very strong. Languages are closely related to culture and therefore to the customs of people. Besides, the massive spread of education and the growth of mass literacy can occur through the medium of the mother tongue. Democracy can become real to the common people only when there is policies, politics and administration or judicial activity, unless a state is formed on the basis of a predominant language. Formation of Tamil Nadu based on political trends and conceived after the linguistic status reorganization emerged as an offshoot of the freedom struggle of India. The trends and development in the socio-political scene of Madras based on the linguistic movement. The States Reorganization Commission submitted the final report in 1955. It recommended the creation of the state of Madras, Mysore and Kerala. According to the States Reorganization Commission, the new Madras state came into existence on 1st November 1956. According to the States Reorganization Act 1956 was a major reform of the boundaries of Indian states and territories, organizing them along linguistic lines. The State Reorganization Commission recommended on the basis of the percentage of people speaking Tamil in the four taluks, namely Agatheswaram, Thoalai, Kalkulam, and Vilavancourt to Tamil Nadu from the state of Travancore. The same yardstick were applied for the transfer of Shenkota taluk to Tamil Nadu. However, dealing with Devi Kulam and Pyramid Idiki, even though the majority was Tamil-speaking people and the representatives of the state assembly were Tamils, the commission used a different yardstick and recommended to retain in Travancore, Kochi instead due to geographical reasons. For the first time in history, Tamil Nadu has been created as a distinct linguistic state. After attainment of a separate state for Tamils, they were not fully satisfied, since they wanted to change the name of the state from Madras to Tamil Nadu. The struggle for renaming of Madras into Tamil Nadu continued for more than a decade. The state's reorganization commission had not recommended the adoption of the name Tamil Nadu for the reorganized Madras state. Ma.Po.C. tireless efforts on all Khati conference was convened on 27 January 1956, which called for a general hartal on the 20th February 1956. A number of protests and agitation took place in Madras state. Sangar Lingarnar, a freedom fighter and one of the disciples of Gandhi who belonged to Virudhunagar, demanded to rename Madras state as Tamil Nadu. He observed fast into his death from 27 July 1956 to his last breath on 13th October 1956. The death of Sankaralingam created a mass struggle in Madras state. College students, laborers, women, and different organizations openly participated in the movements. Later, this affected the politics of Madras state. Owing to the influence of these movements, Congress lost its popularity among the people, finally reflected in the 1967 general election when Congress was totally swept away from Tamil Nadu and the Dravida Munnetra Kalagam captured political power. DMK renamed the Madras state as Tamil Nadu.